Salmon have started returning to a Perthshire river for the first time in decades, after water has started flowing through it. The River Garry has been dry to allow its waters to be used for hydroelectric power. Andrew Anderson reports.
A 10-mile stretch of the River Garry north of Pitlochry has been dry for more than 60 years, after its waters were harnessed for hydroelectric power. But water is once again entering this part of the river from a hydropower dam.
Well, this is a fantastic achievement here. Putting water back into the River Garry is extraordinary, and I know it's something which people in the local community will have wanted to see for a very, very long time, probably right from the very start of the hydro scheme itself. For Scotland, it's great news because it shows once again that we can be environmental leaders. This is a tremendous achievement. It's involved a lot of talking over a huge number of organisations for a very long period of time. But I think that was the right thing to do because we wanted this to work.
So we're at Pitlochry Visitor Centre today and we're celebrating the return to the Garry of a significant amount of water. This is a great achievement and really important for SEPA. We have a strategy called One Planet Prosperity. We think it's a really important strategy for Scotland. But what makes it live is being able to point to things that are real in the environment. There's more water in this river now. That's a real outcome. It's not just a policy, it's not just a strategy. The environment notices an improvement, the environment notices big change.
The partnership is very important. We work closely with all our stakeholders, and working with SEPA and the Tay Fisheries Board they're very important stakeholders, and we're all in it together. We take our responsibilities seriously and we do the right thing.
For the first time in more than 60 years, water is once again flowing down a Perthshire river. Water from the Garry had been diverted to generate electricity, but it's now been returned to its natural state. For decades, the Garry has been a virtually dry riverbed of rocks. A dam has diverted water from the river to generate power. But today the tap was turned back on and gallons of water gushed into the Garry for the first time since the 1950s.
The complex bit is minimising the loss of renewable energy, at the same time maximising the ecological benefit. Trying to work out what that balance is has been quite difficult, and so that's why we've entered into a 5-year agreement to monitor the effects of what we've done, to make sure that what we've done is going to produce what we think it should do and allow the fish back to where they need to spawn.
It's taken 10 years of planning to reach the landmark agreement between SSE, SEPA and the Tay District Salmon Fisheries Board. But finally, the 10-mile stretch between Brewer and Dromochter is flowing once more. By bringing water back to the River Garry for the first time in decades, they've lost a significant amount of hydropower. But what they've lost in energy, they're hoping to make up for in fish. 1,500 more salmon are expected to be leaping from this river in the near future.
Back in December, a weir further downstream was opened up, and we know that salmon have actually been trying to get up here over the last few months, and so there may be, now that the river is properly running, that over the next few weeks we're hoping that salmon will actually start spawning in here, fish that they've been trying to get up over the recent past.
The big catch will now be if salmon spawn here, bringing new life to a once barren beat.